Hey guys, welcome to another video here at Colubrids. So last night I fed all my female breeder king snakes. Now I just don't want those females trying to eat the males. You know, sometimes there's a little bit of grabbing, but I don't want it to go any further than that. The Tarahumara Mountain Kings, I'm not worried at all. Last year, bred them for the first time. They were really peaceful snakes. The gray bands, I don't think I'm gonna have problems with them, but again, it's my first time breeding them, so I don't know how they're gonna react. Now, I'm really more concerned with the Cali Kings, Xena and Apollo. Last year, the female that I put with Apollo grabbed him by the neck and really almost tried to choke him out. I had to separate him, and then I fed the female and put Apollo back in. I had no issues. This year, he's gonna be breeding with a different female, Xena, my beautiful, beautiful girl. So she's nice and plump. Now I'm gonna go grab that coffee I have brewing. It smells so good. And we're gonna start pairing these king snakes. I'll be right back. So last night, I fed all my breeders, especially making sure those females are nice and full, and even the males. Make sure everybody has a nice mouse in their system. So when you put them together, the male and the female, they're not thinking about eating, they're thinking about breeding. Now sometimes with the Cali Kings, those females could get really aggressive, so it's always good to make sure they're not hungry at all, but you still gotta watch them. You never know what's gonna happen. Cactus, boom! Alright guys, I came outside for a moment. We're about to start breeding, but the weather's really nice out here. The sun's just starting to set a little bit. Perfect time to drink a nice cup of coffee as the weather is getting nice and cool. So I want to make a toast for all you beautiful people watching the video. And I want to make a toast for all the king snakes that we're going to be breeding today in the video. Hopefully they all hit it off. Alright guys, I'm here with the gray banded king snake male. This is going to be the first guy going today to breed. The female's a nice size bigger than this guy, but you can see not a very big snake, around 3 feet. These don't get very, very big. One of my favorites. So I'm interested to see now when I pair them. Are they going to be aggressive with each other, or are they going to be a little bit more calm? Because these are pretty calm king snakes overall. So I got this pair at the Daytona Expo 4 years ago, 2019. And it took them a while to get going, but finally gained some size. And I tried pairing them the first time with no interest in each other. This is the second time, and look, we got a lock. So hopefully soon we have some nice eggs, and it'll be fun getting them to eat. Alright guys, I'm here with Apollo. Got this guy from Don Shores. He was a little baby, raised him up. Beautiful ink drop, one of my favorite patterns. Now I'm cutting back a little on the Cali King breeding this year. I still have some available babies from last year. Now this guy produced some really pretty babies with a beautiful 60-40 female. But this time I'm gonna be pairing him with Xena. Last year Xena paired with Edge. Beautiful babies they had, but I'm giving Edge the year off, so I'm going to be pairing Apollo with Xena, who proved out to be het albino. We didn't even know she was het albino, and this guy was not sold as het albino either, so maybe he'll surprise us. I love albino ink drop Cali Kings. Nonetheless, she has those clean high whites, so I think between these two there might be some magic. Let's see what happens. So now here's Xena. I took the bin out so you get a better look. It's pretty shady in the room, so it kind of doles out the whites, but she's a very bold female, looking nice and plump. Now I hope things don't get too wild. You know, some of these Cali Kings can get aggressive, but last year Xena did not attack Edge, luckily. So let's see what happens with Apollo. and Xena.
So this is my first time pairing these two. They make a beautiful, beautiful couple, and you could see they have interest in each other right off the bat, moving those tails beautifully. And now I put them back in the rack, came back about 20 minutes later, and they're locked. They kept me up half the night. They stayed locked for around 7 hours. It was around 3:30 in the morning when they finally separated. So I took Apollo out. I don't want to leave Cali Kings in overnight. So everything turned out perfect.
So now this is Sahara Matara Humara Mountain King. Beautiful, beautiful clutch I got from these first time breeders last year. So this is going to be the second time they're breeding. Now she's in her moist hide. So I'm going to take her out, remove the moist hide, and introduce Mojave. See what happens. Mojave is in his moist hide, so they're all hanging out in their moist hides. So I already know Sahara and Mojave have a big interest in each other. Things are about to get hot and steamy in here. Oh yeah. So this is Paprika and Riddler, and we're putting them together again today. Last week in my last video, I paired them up. They got a nice lock. And now in this video, we paired them again and another confirmed lock. You know, when pairing your snakes, one lock is usually all it takes, and it's good enough, but it never hurts to get multiple locks on multiple days to increase the chances of fertilizing those eggs. Now this is my Snows from South Mountain Reptiles. First time breeders. They bred last week. This is the second confirmed lock, and I'm so excited to produce some of these amazing babies that'll be coming from the amazing South Mountain reptile lineage. Alright, so everything's looking pretty good with the exception of a couple that just don't seem to be interested in each other. Now, one of the most anticipated pairings, I tried it last year with no luck. I already tried 3 times this year with no luck. Pumpkin and Riddler. Riddler paired with Paprika twice, and they made some of the most amazing babies I've ever seen last season. They paired again, so we'll have some beautiful babies hopefully. Now, Riddler with Pumpkin would be just as amazing, and I'm really interested to see how those babies would look since she's reverse Okatee and has a really clean pattern. But they don't have interest in each other. I already tried 3 times. Now I'm gonna try one last time, so wish me luck. So I'm so happy right now. We have our first confirmed lock with Pumpkin and Riddler. I just hope that it's not too late. And I did pair them about a week and a half ago, and I did not see any signs of interest or a lock. I did see a little evidence on the paper towel, so I wasn't sure. I thought maybe it just was something else, but maybe they did lock, but now I actually see it, so I'm happy. We'll see what happens with them. And to make a long story short, Scorpion and Cleopatra, I left them in the bin for a long time, took them out, put them back in,
no interest. They kept running around. Every time I opened the bin, they tried to get out. It looks like they're interested here, but no lock. And now, Shadow and Raven. I paired these together, and to make a long story short, zero interest. They seem to be nice with each other. I left them in the bin together for about 3 days, but I haven't seen a lock. Maybe they did lock overnight and I just didn't see it. So I guess we'll see within a couple of weeks or a month if, you know, she lays eggs. But everything else seems to be okay.
I cannot believe Pumpkin and Riddler paired. They had a nice lock, so hopefully it wasn't too late and he got to fertilize those eggs and they come out nice and pearly white. I'm really excited to see what happens with that clutch. Now Nevada and Vegas, they didn't make a connection. You know, I think Vegas might have just been a little too small. Maybe he was a little too intimidated, so we're gonna continue to feed him real nice. And by next year, he'll be a lot bigger. We'll try again. I really wanna see what the babies will look like from those two. Now Cleopatra and Scorpion, my Het Palmer Ghost, no interest, so we'll try again next year. And you know what? Overall, the gray bands and everybody else, perfect bred, perfect locks, confirmed locks, so I'm excited. Now my next video, I'm gonna be making the lay boxes and putting them in all the bins for the females. So stay tuned for that. Now I'm hungry. This is a lot of work. I've been in here all day, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna go grab some food and I'll catch you guys in the next one.